Happy video day, guys. So I just finished my last look for this video. So it's time to do the intro and tell you guys what you guys are about to watch. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing 4 looks using the new Natasha Denona Glam Palette. So you guys actually requested for me to do this for you guys, and honestly, I am so game for it because I love doing eye looks. If you guys don't know, most of my tutorials, I put them up on Instagram at Christina Brooke Beauty, only because usually on YouTube, tutorials don't really do that great view-wise, but on Instagram, I love posting them because I can share with you guys all of the looks that I'm always creating, and I just post them over there, and yeah, you guys seem to enjoy them. So if you guys are looking for inspiration, follow me over on Instagram for more inspiration. But you guys asked me for a 4-look 1 palette on the Natasha Denona Glam Palette, so that is what we are doing today. I'm going to show you guys 4 different looks. I'm going to take this from day to mid-evening to nighttime to supergram. So we're going to be doing a variation of looks here, and I think I used every single shade in the palette, and oh, do I love this palette, guys. So if you guys are excited, now is the time to maybe, you know, hit the subscribe button, join my family so you can see me again, and I would love to see you again. And yeah, let's get into it with look number 1. So for this first look, I wanted to create something a little bit more dramatic, but actually adding a little bit more emphasis onto the lips. So what I'm doing is going in with this brown shade and just blending it up to my crease. And then just tapping a little bit of this darker shade at the outer edge. I'm just defining the eye a little bit and also making the eye appear a little bit larger. Then grabbing this metallic lighter shade, I'm adding that to the center of the lid, and then I'm gonna kind of make it blend seamlessly into the brown. This also is going to make the eyes appear a little bit bigger. Grabbing into this darker gold shade, I'm going to apply this towards the transition of the brown and the lighter gold and kind of just blend them together. Using this darker shade, I'm just going to outline my lash line and define the lash line. Make sure you take your time while doing this and just do it as good as you can. You just want it to look a little bit smoky, but at the same time, you still want the line to look pretty perfect. And then I'm just going to do the same exact thing on the other side. So now getting this blending shade, I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my lower lash line. I'm just going to smoke it out as much as possible. I also like to grab the color and blend the top. Then I'm just going to grab this really pretty metallic-y shade and just put this in the inner corner to add some brightness to the inner corner. And I also like to bring it a little bit on the lash line. Put on some mascara and throw on that dramatic red lip, and there is the look. So for this next look, I wanted to do something very day. So what I did was I jumped into this really light stone kind of color and just put that in the inner portion of the lid and then brought it to the center just to kind of add a little bit more lightness while I'm working. Then I grabbed into this more blending shade, added this to the outer edge just to kind of define the outer edge. I like to do this always with looks to kind of make the eye appear a little bit larger. If you flick the brush out, you're actually going to help to blend it and also bring the color out. So I'm going to go ahead and put the same exact color on the lower lash line and blend it under. So So then I'm going to grab this metallic stone-ish color and I'm going to put that right next to this matte color kind of to blend it in. And I just felt like it would be cool to see like a metallic-y shade almost of the same matte. Then grabbing this pretty pink color, I wanted to add this on the inside of the lid to kind of add that brightness and also kind of transition it into this more brownish stony metallic as well. Using a brush, I'm able to kind of blend the colors in a little bit better. So then I grabbed this stone matte color and I just wanted to put that in the inner portion. Instead of doing something metallic, I wanted to do something a little lighter, a little bit softer, so I used a matte. I'm also going to put that same color on the lash line to kind of add a little bit of brightness down there. I just wanted to add a little bit of brightness, so I'm jumping into this color and adding a little bit to the inner corners. Grabbing into this deep tone, I'm just going to go ahead and define the lash line by basically just pushing it into the lash line just to add a little bit of definition. Add a little bit of mascara and a nice glossy lip, and here is a nice day look. So for this look, I actually wanted to play with the warmest tones in this palette because there is some warmth to this palette. So what I did was I grabbed into the warmest base color here and just kind of blended that on the lid, working it up to the brow bone. And then with the same shade, I'm just gonna smoke out my lower lash line. I really love a smoked out lower lash line. So grabbing into this deeper shade, I just go ahead and do the same thing I've been doing and just basically add it to the outer edge, make the eye look bigger, give some definition to the eye. And then I'm going to put that same exact color on the inner portion of the lid to kind of create a halo effect for this eye look. So this Sigma brush is one of my favorite brushes when it comes to blending and applying eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and list some of my favorite brushes that I use during this tutorial down in the description box for you guys, but this one is one of my favorites. So now in that little hole that I left, I'm going to go ahead and put this beautiful gold color, and you guys can tell by my reaction how amazingly beautiful this color is. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the center portion of the lid. That's going to give me like that spotlight effect, and oh my goodness, this color is basically insane. So then just grabbing into this other metallic-y tone that's a little bit closer to the brown, I'm going to go ahead and blend the gold into that brown shade just to make it look a little bit more seamless. Once I have it to a point that I like, I'm going to go ahead and work on the lower lash line. Just grabbing that brown shade again, I'm going to go ahead and just bring that as close as I can to the lash line to kind of mimic a liner effect. Going ahead and grabbing into a color to just blend out the entire lid. And then grabbing into this really cute inner corner highlight shade, I'm going to go ahead and add this to the inner corners just to add a little bit of brightness and finish off the look. And there we go, add some mascara, and we've got a very pretty, more warm tone look for this cool tone palette. And for the final look, we're gonna add some glam, and we're gonna really go in on it and make a super smoky gray black looking eye. So what I'm gonna do is grab into the darkest shade in this palette, basically applying the most color to the lash line and then working it upwards. Then I'm gonna grab into this metallic gray color that's like one of the deeper metallic grays. I'm gonna apply that right on top of this other gray color. Then jumping into the lighter gray color, I'm gonna put this as close as I can to the actual eyebrow. And then just going ahead and bringing that color right underneath the lower lash line. And then grabbing the deepest gray and just kind of blending that into the lower lash line and blending it all together. Then jumping into this really pretty whitish color, I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the center of the lid to kind of add a little bit of attraction to the center and give a little bit of like a spotlight effect to this look. It's really, really impactful. Then with a little bit of liner, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a really nice winged liner. This kind of look really deserves a wing. Then adding a really awesome mascara and adding a little bit more definition to the inner corners with this really bright highlight. And that's it, a final look that is worth a night out on the town. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it for you guys. If you guys like this type of stuff, maybe I'll do another palette for you guys. Just let me know down below if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.